Welcome to a new episode. Today we have a lot of building to do, so I'm thinking we can jump straight into a time lapse. Alright, there we have it. So it turned out a lot bigger than I was planning for it to be. I don't really know what happened, but I was thinking I would make something in this size, but after I made this side, it just turned out to be very big. So I had to finish it that way. I think it looks a little bit small on this side compared to how it should be when this side is so big. It feels like it should be a little bit longer, but I didn't really feel like making it a lot bigger than this, so this took almost 4 hours to build. I didn't really think about what I should have inside of the house, but due to all the glass, it looks like some sort of greenhouse, so I will probably have a lot of vegetation in here, maybe a few farms. And up here I could have the storage for all my farms. I feel like the interiors could be really interesting if I build like scaffolding platforms and stuff like that. Not use the scaffolding block, but make it look like scaffolding in some sort of factory almost. Use a lot of copper grates and all that. And I also used a lot of copper when building the roof, so this will probably look a lot better when it oxidizes, I think. I don't really like this part, because the windows looks a little bit out of place, maybe. I feel like they are too square and this is round up here. But I don't really know what else to do, so it will have to be this way for now. Now I think the plan is to make a few trees here, and maybe up on the cliff. After that I will probably build a few houses down here, I think, to try and fill in this area a little bit. It feels very empty right now. I need to start working my way down to this area again. But I don't really know what to do about this cliff here, because it's very ugly compared to like this cliff. And I will probably decorate this cliff like I have done with these. I don't really want to remove this though, because I want to see the progression that I have made in my building skills, so I will probably keep it this way so I can come back in the future and look at how I have improved my building skills. I don't think my kelp farm has produced any kelp blocks yet. I think it's still filling up the system. Oh no, it has already produced a lot. That's nice. Is everything full here? Yeah. Nice. I should probably bring some of this to my smelting system. I think it ran out of coal in a few of the furnaces. There we go. This painting here is so goofy. Also, a few episodes ago, between the episodes, I made this area. I wanted to make it as a surprise and like finish this whole area and make it look like a large mine shaft with a big cavern here. But it took so long to dig out without a beacon, so I ended up not continuing. And this area was supposed to go to underneath the wizard tower and behind the mountain up there, so I could make some sort of fortress in the snow. I will probably continue this build a little bit later, but I felt like I got overwhelmed and I'm not that good at building like castles and fortresses and stuff like that. I can show you the area where I was thinking to build a castle or fortress or whatever. I also wanted to keep a few pillagers there as prisoners. So behind here I was going to build, but I still feel like this is a good idea, so I will probably do it later, but I don't really have the motivation to finish it right now. Same with this ice cliff. I feel like it will be a lot of work to fill in this area and decorate it and everything, especially when the ice melts from the torches. I have missed a few spots here too. There and here. But I really like the idea of the ice cave, so I will finish it someday. Alright, that's enough of running around and looking at stuff. I should start building again. I think it could look really cool with a lot of plants and stuff like that in here. But I feel like if this is supposed to be some sort of greenhouse, I should probably swap out some of the roof here to make a big window. But I like the look of this, so I'm not sure if I will do that or not. Alright, let's just clear my inventory here and get to building. I will probably make more trees like those ones. I really like those sort of trees and I think they fit in this area with both snow and grass. I will start with marking out all my trees. I don't want them to be too close to each other, because then I will not be able to see this cliff. There. And then I can probably make a few smaller ones. Alright. Maybe I can move this one to like here. There. Yeah, this feels nice. And I can have some sort of bush or something here if I need to fill in this spot. I want to check from above to see if it looks good. Yeah. And I want to build a few up here too. Then I need to fix this cliff also. I forgot to continue the cliff from here to over here. Like to this point. So I should probably start with that. And I can bring this. I'm not really sure if I want to connect the cliff to like here and continue with the bricks down, or if I should just extend the cliff like 2 blocks out from this. Yeah, I think I want to extend the cliff out a bit, and then here it connects to the bricks, and it can be bricks from like here to down there. This is probably a good shape, I think. I really have no clue, I just go by feeling, so it usually turns out pretty good at least. I just noticed that I forgot to use stairs and slabs to make this look more smooth. Did I forget that down here too? Yeah, I did. Okay, I will fix that right away. Oops, that scared me. I was trying to put a slab here, but it doesn't look good. I could put it here, but I didn't want to cover up the coarse dirt. There. I feel like that's enough. I don't need to overdo it. Yeah, that's probably enough. I feel like this part is probably a little bit out of place, but maybe it looks good when it's done. Or maybe this is a good spot to use packed mud. I will change that to mud later. Alright. Now I need to swap this out. Right. I usually use brown mushroom too. I wonder if I have any left. And pointed dripstone. There, nice. Here I could maybe build something in another stone type. Something like that. It looks a little bit weird, I think. Alright, I think this is good enough. I can build some trees now. When I build a tree close to the edge here, I could like make some sort of root system fall down. That could look cool. Maybe this one could be a small tree. Like there. Should I use this space for trees or should I do a house here maybe? Yeah, I will probably wait with this area. I may want to build a house here. And here are 6 trees, and down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 11 trees in total. I may move that one, I'm not sure. Also, I may move that tree in case I want to make a staircase down here. I need to go and check how I made these. Oops. There. I used some tuff too at the top. Right. Oh. Oops. Alright, I'm ready to build the trees now, so here is another time lapse. Alright guys, there it is. I think this really adds a nice vibe to the area. But I would like to know if you think I should continue making these trees or if I should come up with another design also. Maybe some sort of oak tree or something. I was thinking maybe I could put a big oak tree here. I kinda like the idea of a big pine forest like back here. At this spot. Or maybe I should put a house here and make the forest on this side of the ravine. But in that case, should I make it a mixed forest or continue with these pine trees? Let me know in the comments. I can leave that area for the next episode and start by laying out the foundation for another house here. And then I would like to make a stairway from up here to down here, and also next episode build another cliff here. I need to make sure that this door is still accessible, and I want to leave some space between the house and this cliff so you can still see it from at least this angle. So if I build a house like there or something, and to this point maybe. I want to make the sides 3 and 5. This feels really small, so maybe I make this side 5 instead. There. Or it would also be nice to have some sort of bridge from the house to this point, so you easily can get up from down here into the house and then up there. What if I do this instead? Like that. Then you have a lot of space here still, and in the middle of this you can have a bridge to that point. That could be nice. I will probably even out the ground here. Maybe I will do that now. To this level. I don't need to do the whole area now. I can just do a little bit here. And this doesn't have to look good because I will build a cliff here later. I don't want this house to be too small on the inside, so I don't want to make the walls like this. I will probably make them like this, and because of that I need to make the wall interesting in another way. On this house I used a lot of different blocks to make it interesting, and here I used a lot of depth instead. So I will have to do something about that here. Nice. Maybe I can do this too. That one I'm not sure about. I will try that when I have put in all the walls. I think I want the bottom to be stone bricks. Maybe not this part here. This could maybe be just wood. Or maybe it looks weird. Yeah, I think I will keep stone bricks all over. Although this one is where the door will be, I think. Oh, no. I made the windows too small. Alright, I need to think a little bit more. I'm not sure how I want to do the second floor and if I'm even happy with this design. But that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.